time to talk.
It's 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 time to talk.
Have you ever questioned the world around you? Secret societies, UFOs, hidden agendas, cover-ups that stretch back decades. Join us as we follow the clues and dig deeper than ever before. This is Down the Rabbit Hole podcast, where conspiracy theories come to life. Tune in if you dare. Visit rabbitholepodcast.com and subscribe on YouTube for free today.
Are you tired of paying too much for tires and auto repair? Come to my family at Dr. Tire.
We carry nearly all brands of tires,
including Michelin, Continental, Bridgestone, and Mastercraft.
and we have one of the largest inventories in Genesee County.
Basic quote, we will beat it.
We offer many services including lifts, wheels, engines, brakes, and more.
Plus, on most of our jobs, we offer a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty.
Come see our family at Delta Tire.
Where we'll save you money.
Are you looking to add to your diecast collection? Well, visit GoatRacingDiecast.com. Explore one of the largest collections available with the options for pre-orders, new inventory, and the GOAT's personal collection for over 25 years. There's an option for every level of hobbyist. Ship direct. Personal custom diecasts are available. Shop the GOAT Racing merch store. And if you're a driver, apply for a sponsorship today. Turn your hobby into a passion and head on over and shop GoatRacingDiecast.com.
Beast sauces are made from scratch using quality ingredients to create a truly delicious barbecue taste. Try our original Beast sauce, sweet with a kick. Turn up the heat with Spicy Beast, Hot Beast, and Carolina Beast. Or experience the award-winning taste of our Curry Beast and On the Bay Beast sauces. Owned and operated locally by the power of women veterans, these quality sauces are versatile and made for everyone. Great for grilling and the perfect way to complement your favorite foods. Barbecue Beast, the exceptional barbecue sauce.
Alrighty, good evening everybody. How's everybody doing here tonight? That is right, we are here at Myrtle Beach Speedway. It's going to be a crazy race, a small track. It's only a half a mile long here tonight. And, you know, why not see some crazy action here, especially for the Average Joe Sim Racing League here for the mini stocks on Monday nights. This is going to be, you know, how this track is going to be, you know, how the passing is going to take on. When will they have to come down pit road? You know, these cars are the older style, so pit road even takes a lot longer to try to get situated. So we'll keep an eye on who's got what it takes to get themselves in a good spot for tonight and see what's going to happen here. So let's go on board, see what a couple of these drivers are here during qualifying. Let's watch them try to burn some laps down and see who gets the fastest lap here tonight, especially being here at Myrtle Beach. Let's go to our qualifying bar here and watch a couple of these drivers take off here. Looks like Jonathan Day right now leaving, getting ready to go. So, you know, we appreciate everybody tuning in here on Redline Racing Network. Don't forget to give us a like and a follow here on our Facebook and YouTube side of things. We definitely would appreciate it. I hope everybody's doing well out there tonight, especially being a Monday. Just got over the first day of the work week, had a beautiful weekend, you know, things like that. So we definitely are excited. So right now on board here with the 92 Joshua, he's currently right now at a, it looks like a 70. I was kind of looking at the times. Projected timer right now is a 21.464. That's going to put Joshua now crossing the line. Jonathan Day holding on to second. Joshua in the 92 on the pole. Brian Day in third. A couple other drivers out there. Jason rushing right now, leaving pit road, getting ready to get going. Stephen Blevins right now in the 51 out there tonight. Nicholas Anderson looks like sitting at the end of pit road, getting ready to get situated. So right now the 92 While I just mentioned that, actually, a couple other drivers, Stephen Blevins now in the 51, putting himself on the pole, 21.445 on the second lap. Justin Dayon holding on to second. Right now, Brandon Carter out there in the 93 and leaving pit road here. Watch Jason Rushing. Let's see what kind of times he can put down here. Let's go on the roof cam. Watch him try to get around here. All right, crossing the line there. That's a 21.917 on his first lap. Let's see what he could do on his second lap here coming in. You see getting up to 90 miles an hour, down to about 75 in these corners. It feels like you're on the expressway all the way up to about 100 miles and almost close to 100 miles an hour coming in. That's going to put Jason right now into 7th place, actually in 8th place, because Brian Cook right now putting him up to 6th. Let's go on board here with the 55 of Nicholas Anderson. Let's go on the point of view of a driver. This is what it looks like, what they are seeing here tonight. See how well he's working these hands, getting on the gas pedal, getting off the, getting on the brake, not making a mistake here. Right now, his fast lap was at 85.66 miles per hour average. Fast lap of 21.558, holding on to 9th place. He's only 0.219 away from your leader. That's going to be now Willie Smith. A 21.339 is his best lap. And with Nicholas putting himself down, that's going to be in 9th place here tonight. So it looks like one more driver maybe heading out on the track, and that is Joseph Herbert getting ready to get situated. So we got about a minute 28. Actually, no, it looks like he pops off the track there. So it doesn't look like anybody else is on the track. With that being said, we'll just be right back here after these commercial breaks.
Are you tired of paying too much for tires and auto repair? Come see my family at the
In nearly all brands of tires,
including Michelin, Continental, Bridgestone, and Mastercraft.
and we have one of the largest inventories in Genesee County.
Where's the quote? We will beat it.
We offer many services including lifts, wheels, engines, brakes, and more.
Plus, on most of our jobs, we offer a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty.
Come see our family at Delta Tire.
Where we'll save you money.
Barbecue Beast sauces are made from scratch using quality ingredients to create a truly delicious barbecue taste. Try our original Beast sauce, sweet with a kick. Turn up the heat with Spicy Beast, Hot Beast, and Carolina Beast. Or experience the award-winning taste of our Curry Beast and On the Bay Beast sauces. Owned and operated locally by the power of women veterans, these quality sauces are versatile and made for everyone. Great for grilling and the perfect way to complement your favorite foods. Barbecue Beast, the exceptional barbecue sauce.
Alrighty, currently right now we did have one more driver get onto the track here at this moment of time. Looks like Joseph actually was able to get with 7 seconds left in the 69 Sunoco machine. Can he make it to the line here at 1 second left? Oh, that was a close one, and he did. He was able to make it and get himself up to 9th place at 21.516. That was definitely impressive, able to make it that close to the end like that. But it is time to get all girded up here. Let's go through your starting grid here tonight. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, your starting grid here tonight with Willie Smith as your pole sitter here tonight. So in row number 1 we have is going to be Willie and Steven. In row number 2 we have Brandon and Justin. In row number 3 we have Joshua and Jonathan. In row number 4 we have John and Brian. In row number 5 we have Joseph and Nicholas. In row number 6, we have Blake and Jason. In row number 7, we have Brian. That is your qualifying grid here tonight. Alrighty, so While we're waiting a couple drivers to get loaded in right now, looks like we have one more driver. He's going to grab himself a burger real quick in the infield here, and then he'll get into his car. It looks like that's going to be the 69 of Joseph Herbert, and then the pace car will be able to start taking off here and get ready to go. Green flag racing here for the first time tonight, especially being at Myrtle Beach. Here's your track information here tonight. Here at Myrtle Beach, you can see the sun is out, half a mile long, 4 turns. Right now, 41 miles is the race distance that we are doing here. Looks like right now track temperature 84 with that 3-mile-per-hour east wind. Air temperature right now is 71 degrees. Alrighty, here for the Average Joe's Sim Racing League in the mini stocks here on Mondays. Let's get ready to rumble. Like they always say, we're going to be doing 80 laps here tonight, being a short track type of race. The thing is when can you pass and not make a mistake is going to be the biggest question, because that's where things can get a little dicey. But we'll go one more time around, basically do the pace lap, have the fans up on their feet here. Get ready to go. The flagman just checking out the whole field, waiting for the field to get closed up. Get ready to go. And we'll see that pace car take that hard left into pit road. And that flagman will start dancing up in his little box. Let's get ready to rumble and let's have some fun here. A lot of drivers, accordion of bumpers and playing bumper cars out here already on the, not even on the first lap here tonight. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Let's get ready to go. Green flag racing for the first time here tonight in your restart zone. Green flag out in the air. Beautiful start by the field here, getting ready to go into turn number 1. That was beautiful maneuvering going on so far. Here comes the 51 on the outside of the 93. He's going to try to get that run on the outside of the number 3. Can he get it to stick? The number 3 as your leader, that is Willie Smith. Stephen Blevins is trying to make some moves on the outside. A little bit of contact through the field, almost 3 wide through the field, farther back. Your lead is still battling out here. Here comes the 93 on the back bumper, the 51 now, and the 92 and the 93 battling out side by side. That is the Brandon Carter and Joshua for your 3rd and 4th place. Justin Day in 5th. Jonathan Day in 6th. John Sheen in 7th. Joseph Herbert in 8th. Brian Cook in 9th. And Nicholas Anderson in your round of your top 10 here tonight. Willie Smith still holding on to your lead. Stephen Blevins right now still holding on to your 2nd place. He is about 0.2 seconds back. Joshua Westendorf right now about half a second back from your lead. About a 0.3 second away from Stephen. Brandon Carter right on that back bumper. Trying to get around here. Joshua Westendorf for 3rd and 4th place. Can he get it to go? Lap 4 has been completed here out of 80 laps. 77 laps to go. Right now looking at through the field, still staying green flag here. Let's see who's going to be able to do it. Who's going to be the biggest mover of the night here. And also, who's going to have the fastest lap. Because Willie Smith right now has the fastest lap here so far tonight. Can anybody beat his? Actually, while I just said that, Nicholas Anderson just got that fastest lap. A 21.275 here on lap number 4. Brandon Carter right on that back bumper of this Mountain Dew. The old Mountain Dew machine. Looking very snazzy out here so far. You see right behind Brandon Carter, that is going to be Justin Day in this number 10, trying to look. Let's go on board here with Joshua Westendorf, trying to catch up to Stephen Blevins here. Can he do it? Willie Smith has been on fire this season. Anybody able to put that fire out here tonight? Let's grab that maybe fire extinguisher or grab that fire hose and put it out here into the rubble strips that Joshua just hit. Those dang turtles that we like to say. But Willie Smith is your points leader, 266 points. John Sheen holding on to 2nd in points at 219. Jason Rushing at 187 points, holding on to 3rd. Joshua Westendorf holding on to 4th in points at 182. And Stephen Blevins holding on to your 5th place at 178 points. Alrighty, don't forget to, check out and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You know, we do have another broadcaster that broadcasts on the channels here, and we definitely want to, you know, let him get all the credit out there too. So definitely, you know, give him some love out there. We definitely appreciate him. We do have a caution out on the track right now. We see some traffic kind of a little bit everywhere back here. Let's see what just happened. I see a couple of them involved. First caution of the night here tonight. All right, here's your replay of what just happened and what caused the caution here tonight. 80 making contact with the number 10 and getting kind of accordion effect afterwards. A couple drivers getting collected involved. Let's go on to your chase view here in just a quick second, because it kind of looked how it, you know, kind of couple drivers involved there. That super duper number 10 and a hard hit. Ooh, man, I believe that's the 27. Or I mean the 87. My apologies, the 87. That is Brian Cook that had a hard hit on the outside wall there. That definitely, but he's rolling. You can see he's moving, so he's definitely okay. Not what he really wanted to see, but the good news is that all these drivers do have a fast repair, and it does look like Joseph and Justin use that fast repair here tonight, so they can get those cars fixed up. Your biggest mover since the start of this race, though, with 5 positions, is going to be Nicholas Anderson. He's your biggest mover of the night here so far tonight. Alrighty, Willie Smith as your leader, Stephen Blevins in second, Joshua Westendorf in third, Brandon Carter in fourth, and Nicholas Anderson rounding your top 5 here at this moment of time. Let's get ready to see on this restart what is going to happen here tonight. Hope everybody's ready for this week coming up, you know, knowing that we still got 4 more days until the weekend. Unfortunately, my fun part is I have to go to work here tonight right after this, so gotta love those night shifts runs. But what the good news is, we're here not at night, we are during the day during this Myrtle Beach Speedway race while the sun is out. It's way warmer here right now, 84 degrees on the track, and 71 degrees outside, where right now it's 30 degrees here in Michigan. Alrighty, let's get back to racing here. The pace car is in. The flag man going to start dancing up in his little box here once again. Green flag out in the air. Beautiful start by the number 3. Getting ready to go into turn number 1. We have 67 laps to go. At this moment, here comes the 92 on the back bumper of the number 3. Here they are coming out of turn number 2 down the backstretch into turn number 3. Looks like some lap traffic is going to be involved here, and I believe that is going to be the 87 of Brian Cook. Getting ready to try to stay on the lead lap. He did not use a fast repair that last caution either, so he is trying to hold on to it for maybe something later in the race. Hope everybody's ready to see once this race gets closer to the end. I think we're going to see some crazy action happening where drivers are going to want to make some moves. You know, Steven right now is watching him. He was up front earlier, and right now he's holding on to 4th place. Looking at his lap times, 21.6, where Willie Smith, the 21.4. Willie Smith, the fastest one out there at the moment. I did see Brian Cook got an end-of-the-line penalty on that last caution, so at the restart, he was starting at the end of it. That's why we're probably seeing him kind of farther back. Right now, lap 17 out of 80 completed here at this moment of time. Let's go on board here with Joshua in the driver's seat here. You can see in that little mirror to the left of his window there, you can see he's got some company behind, trying to hold them back there a little bit. Let's see if he can close it in here on Willie Smith. You can see he's getting a little tight coming in. He's holding that wheel and he's kind of sliding. You can hear the tires kind of squealing coming into number 3 now. So So first caution of the night, and that was just a couple laps ago. Here's your caution information. 1 caution, 4 laps under caution. And 0 lead changes here. Willie Smith holding on to that lead. Back up to Willie Smith right now. Kind of running a different scheme here so far. He's closing it in on lap traffic. That is Brian Cook on the 87, trying to slowly get up there just a tad little bit. See if he can get, what will Brian do? How to get out of the way knowing the leaders are coming. You can see he's kind of riding the higher line. He's probably going to let these drivers by here in just a tad little bit. That's what I love about these leagues, is the respect these drivers have while lap traffic gets out of the way, not to interfere with the lead pack coming by. And that's what we did. We see the 87 allowing Willie Smith by lap traffic. That is the respect they have here, and that's what I love. That Mountain Dew machine trying to catch up to Las Vegas. Can he do it? That Mustang GT trying, looking at the last lap of 61 points or 21.6. That was Joshua's last lap. At 21.7 was Willie. Joshua 0.1 second faster than Willie Smith. Oh, we're watching right now. I was kind of looking farther back. Blake and Jason battling it out here for the Down the Rabbit Hole podcast, a sponsor here for the Average Joe Sim Racing League. We appreciate them coming on board for the league here. We can see them battling it out here at the moment. You can see the number 9 of Blake closing it in. He's in 11th place on the inside of this number 78. What I love about this track, though, is just, is way different than what we're used to. What I mean by that is the way you have to run it. The passing, the trying to catch up, and these cars are a little bit more challenging. That we've seen like from our Sunday night league. The difference between that and this league, the ARCA cars compared to these mini stocks. It takes a driver down pit road. It takes them at least all the way down pit road today. It took 43.1 second, but 11.8 second pit stop. But that wasn't with a fast repair, so they kind of restarted the cars. So they didn't have to get those tires and take forever. But even the pits, that's what I love about iRacing, kind of making it realistic for these cars. The pit stops even take a lot longer. All right, lap 27 here out of 80. Lap 28 out of 80 now completed. While we just crossed the line here, we have 53 laps to go. We're going to be coming to the halfway point here in just a little bit. We'll see who's got what it takes the longer the run goes. And when will drivers come down pit road and get some new tires if we stay green flag racing? Will they have to get anything? Will the tires be the issue here tonight? They've been out there for 29 laps on these tires and this fuel. I don't think it'll be that much, but I don't know. I really don't know the aspect of how much this track uses these tires, because it's been such a long time, and these mini stacks are a lot different platform than we're used to. But with your weather right now, with track temperature, humidity right now is actually at 91%, so that's not too shabby for your humidity here at Myrtle Beach. Lap 30 now completed. Let's go through your driver and race information here tonight. We'll go through everybody here, starting as your leader, Willie Smith. You can see he's currently holding on to your lead. Started on the pole, and he has not left that position. Holding on to second place is going to be Joshua. Currently second, started fifth, and lowest has been his fifth place. Go to Nicholas Anderson, currently in third, started in 10th, and the lowest position was 10th place. Go to Brandon Carter. Brandon Carter's currently in fourth, started in third, lowest is fifth. We go to Stephen Blevins, currently right now in fifth place, started second, lowest is fifth. John Sheen right now currently in 6th, started 7th, lowest is 10th place. Brian Day, currently right now in 7th place, started in 13th, lowest was 13th place. Jonathan Day, currently in 8th, started in 6th, lowest is 8th. You see the number 10 and the 80 battling here. That is Justin Day and Jonathan Day. With Justin Day currently 9th, started 4th, lowest is 13th. We go to Blake in the number 9. Blake currently in 10th place, started 11th, lowest is 13th. Go to Jason Rushing right now, currently in 11th, started 12th, lowest is 13th. Joseph Herbert right now, currently in 12th, started in 9th, lowest is 12th. Brian Cook right now, currently in 13th, started 8th, lowest is 13th place. That is your driver and race information here tonight. But about a second back from Willie Smith, Joshua Westendorf is holding on in that number 92. Nicholas Anderson about 1.7 seconds back, about 0.7 away from Joshua. And that's where Nicholas is holding on to 3rd. Brandon Carter currently right now 2.4 seconds away from your leader and about half a second away from Nicholas Anderson. You can see in that 55. Let's see if he has anything for that liquid death. We're kind of starting to get all spaced out here at the second, but the closest battle right now is about a 0.2 second and about a side-by-side action going on. This is between Justin and Jonathan Day here at the moment. Side-by-side action going on. This is what we love to see. Great battle. Looks like Justin Day was able to take away here for 8th place. Jonathan now in 9th here. Blake closing it in here to these drivers at the moment of time. Brian Day in the number 70 holding on to 7th place right now. John Sheen in the number 1 holding on to 6th in the HendricksCar.com. The number 70 all-day machine. Kind of all basically now looking trying to see the closest battle, and I believe that's going to be about a 0.3 second gap, and that is with John Sheen in the number 1 trying to stay in front of that 70 machine. That is probably the closest battle out here at this moment of time. Alrighty, with lap 40 here completed, we have now hit the halfway point of the night here. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, our halfway point sponsors here. Let's give these big sponsors a big shout out. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks.
Looking for the perfect ride? Jackie Jones CDJR has got you covered with a massive selection of cars and trucks that fit every need you can think of. Whether you're a busy parent needing extra space, an adventure seeker craving rugged performance, or someone who just loves that sleek style, there's something for everyone here. Trust me, the moment you step on the lot, you'll feel the excitement. Imagine cruising in a brand new truck with all the power you need for weekend adventures, or zipping around in a stylish sedan that turns heads everywhere you go. It's all about finding the vehicle that speaks to you, right? And here's the best part. The team at Jackie Jones CDJR is ready to help you every step of the way. So why wait? Dive into your dream vehicle today. Come and explore all the amazing options. Waiting for you. You won't regret it.
Have you ever questioned the world around you? Secret societies, UFOs, hidden agendas, cover-ups that stretch back decades. Join us as we follow the clues and dig deeper than ever before. This is Down the Rabbit Hole podcast, where conspiracy theories come to life. Tune in if you dare. Visit rabbitholepodcast.com and subscribe on YouTube for free today.
Are you tired of paying too much for tires and auto repair? Come to my family at Dr. Tire.
We carry nearly all brands of tires,
including Michelin, Continental, Bridgestone, and Mastercraft.
and we have one of the largest inventories in Genesee County.
Basic quote, we will beat it.
We offer many services including lifts, wheels, engines, brakes, and more.
Plus, on most of our jobs, we offer a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty.
Come see our family at Delta Tire.
Where we'll save you money.
Barbecue Beast sauces are made from scratch using quality ingredients to create a truly delicious barbecue taste. Try our original Beast sauce, sweet with a kick. Turn up the heat with Spicy Beast, Hot Beast, and Carolina Beast. Or experience the award-winning taste of our Curry Beast and On the Bay Beast sauces. Owned and operated locally by the power of women veterans, these quality sauces are versatile and made for everyone. Great for grilling and the perfect way to complement your favorite foods. Barbecue Beast, the exceptional barbecue sauce.
Alrighty, back here, watching all the action going on. We had a really good battle going on here at this moment of time. I do see, though, pit strategies have started here tonight. Willie Smith has brought it in to pit road. So, that kind of changes some things. And what will happen with kind of what tires do you get? 2 tires, 4 tires? Kind of just depends. So Nicholas Anderson as your leader, John Sheen in second, Brian Day in third, Justin Day in fourth, and we've got a couple more takers down. Joshua Westendorf down pit road, Brian Cook down pit road. Looks like Brandon Carter did call the tow truck here during this. We are still green flag. I'm not sure if something happened with him. Looks like Brandon Carter came down pit road on lap 44, as Willie Smith did too. Stephen Blevins came down pit road on lap 42. So when will Nicholas Anderson come down pit road? And I was kind of looking too at the pits. It takes these drivers all the way down pit road. Their pit stops between 19 and 20 seconds. Here comes the 55 down pit road now. John Sheen right now as your leader has not come down either. Justin Day has not, so we're waiting for these drivers to still come down pit road. Currently, right now, 8 drivers on the lead lap. Willie Smith being the first one lap down here at this second of time. But what a night so far. We've seen 1 caution so far. 29 laps to go to the end of this race. Here comes the number 1 now down pit road to start his pit stop. Here comes the 9 coming in a little hot. And so here comes the 80 of Jonathan Day down pit road. And the... looks like Jason Rushing coming down pit road also in the 78. Justin Day still holding on to your lead. So lap 53 completed here out of 80 coming down. That super duper machine. We've seen him get collected earlier. Currently, the one driver that has used a fast repair, so has Joseph Herbert right behind him. 1 and 2. John Sheen right now. Looks like Willie Smith has actually took away from now into third place. Now he's 1 lap down in third, waiting for Justin Day and Joseph Herbert battle, get situated here and try to have them come down pit road and get some new tires. All right, apologize, getting caught up on stuff that's happening outside in our world here right now. Don't forget to give us a like and a follow here, but we want to give some sponsor shout outs while we watch all this action happen here at this moment of time. We'll go up into our blimp view here. We want to give a big shout out here for the Average Joe's Sim Racing League. Can't thank them enough, and all these sponsors that come on here, especially when we see the Down the Rabbit Hole podcast. Thank you to them coming on board here this season. Want to give some shout outs to is our sponsors here, and that it will go to our Jackie Jones. If you want to get yourself a new car, either a Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram, head on down to Cleveland, Georgia, and get yourself a new car. We thank Jackie Jones coming on board here tonight. Also, we want to give a big shout out to his barbecue beef sauce. If you want some delicious barbecue sauce, head on down and get yourself barbecue sauce. You can head on to their Facebook or website or even on Amazon. We want to thank them coming on board here too. Also to W. If you use code REDLINE, you can get yourself 10% off your order. We want to thank W to coming on board here, also here on Redline Racing Network. Also, last but not least here, not last but not least, but the Delta Tire. I see number 10 coming down pit road, Justin Day. The 69 now is going to stay out. Joseph Herbert will take over the lead. Well, thank the Delta Tire being a local sponsor here in Burton, Michigan. If you want some new tires, front end alignments, things like that, they can help you out and hook you up. We want to thank them so much for coming on board here for Redline Racing Network. And also, too, Sheath Underwear. If you want to get yourself some new underwear, use promo code NOLIFT. You can get yourself 20% off. So we want to say thanks to all of our sponsors that we have week in and week out, especially for the broadcast, the leagues, that come and support everybody. Also want to give a big shout out to all these drivers, all the admins for the leagues that put all this on. Here comes the 69 of Joseph Herbert down pit road. Looks like Willie Smith will try to take over the lead here with 20 coming to 19 laps to go. But I want to say thank you to everybody that makes this stuff happen, but also the family members and all the fans out here watching week in and week out too that support these drivers, the leagues, and the broadcast. If it wasn't for you able to allow these drivers to come out for a couple hours of their night to be able to give us something to produce, we would not be able to be up here and do this all for you to entertain all of you and have something to watch back and enjoy, different points of view. So Willie Smith right now as your leader up front, Brandon Carter in second, John Sheen in third, 1, 2, and 3 here tonight. But why not, ladies and gentlemen, let's do our Crank It Up session of the night here. Listen in and turn up those phones, turn up the tablets, the TVs, whatever you're using to watch these cars. Let's watch these drivers get situated here tonight. We're watching that. We had a good battle going on there for a quick moment. That was, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that was with Nicholas Anderson, Justin Day, and Joshua Westendorf battling it out here. That is for 5th, 6th, and 7th place here at this moment of time. Watching these three battling it out here. Willie Smith has got about a 1.9 second, actually 2 second gap now from Brandon Carter. Brandon Carter is about 1.5 seconds away from John Jean for third. Stephen Blenvin's about 4 seconds back from John Sheen for third and fourth. So there's some gaps going on with 14 laps to go to the end of this race. We're getting down to the crunch time here tonight. Willie Smith has got some lap traffic here tonight to get around, and that's going to be, I believe, the number 70 of Brian Day. He's one of those drivers that had a I don't know if he was collected or had an issue earlier today, but he did not use a fast repair. But currently right now with pit stops, you can see the leader trying to close it in, putting him 1 lap down. That is for 11th place. We only have 2 drivers, Joseph and Brian, that are currently 1 lap down here at this moment. But here's your leader right there, and you can see right in the middle of your screen, or top middle of your screen, trying to close it in here on Brian Day. All right, 11 laps to go. You can see closing it in even more. Go up into our chopper, kind of looking through everything and kind of looking. Our fun camera here is, we call it the gyro, Eurocam, whatever you want to consider it as. This is kind of what the banking is here at these tracks will ride on board with your leader, Willie Smith, with 10 laps to go. It just kind of shows you how much of a banking Myrtle Beach has. Not really much of a banking, but when these drivers are going 70 miles an hour into these corners, if you really think about it, think about being on the expressway and you're about 77 to 80 miles an hour in the corner and making these sharp corners. That's kind of like what it feels like right now. So they're going pretty fast around here at Myrtle Beach, getting close to 100. Ooh, we're grinding here. The number 70 grinding this wall all day long. Just had to throw that all day in there. Willie Smith closing it in even more with 8 laps to go. But here's the question as your leader, though, what it comes down to the point of if knowing that you're close to the end of the race, you have a 2-second gap. Do you push hard to get around to lap him down, or do you kind of just ride it around? You can see right now the 69. That is, who is that? 69 of Joseph Herbert right there behind Willie Smith. Joseph currently the first one lap down. Does he push hard to try to get back on the lead lap? That's the ultimate question with 6 laps to go here tonight. Again, we're really close to the end here. And, with everything going on, what a good race. We've seen 1 caution here so far. This is what we're seeing, 1 caution. We've had 6 lead changes, especially with pit roads going on. We've only had 4 laps under caution, under the 1 caution we've had tonight. Kind of more of a racing incident that we witnessed. But here's Willie Smith battling some lap traffic here with 5 laps to go. Oh, the 69 right on the back bumper. It comes down to 3 wide now, and this is where Willie Smith is probably not wanting to be, with lap traffic battling it out really hard right now. And he does not want to make a mistake, especially with about a 1.8 second gap. It comes down to the point of what do? You want to get away from these drivers because you don't want them to interrupt your line and interrupt your race, but they're also trying to get back on the lead lap because Joseph just got himself back on the lead lap. That's going to now leave Brian Cook 1 lap down in the 87. So they're, it's kind of like, what do? You push, do you not? Because you want your lap back. You want to get back on the lead lap. If something happens, we still, anything can happen with 3 laps to go. But Willie Smith doing what he's got to do. John Sheen right now, he's right there battling with Brandon Carter for 2nd place, 2nd and 3rd. They are about 2 seconds back here. Let's see if the 1 will be able to close it in here to the 93 and make that pass. But here is your leader still trying to get situated. Oh! Willie Smith was lucky to be able to get, because the 69 got into the wall. White flag out in the air here by JS Designs. One more time around here at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Brandon Carter still holding on to 2nd. John Sheen in 3rd. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Your race winner here tonight here at Myrtle Beach Speedway is going to go to Willie Smith in the number 3. Able to bring it home. Great run by him. Brandon Carter, John Sheen, 2 and 3 here tonight. That is your top 3. Give them a big shout out here tonight that was able to make all this happen. What a night, what a race that we just witnessed. Because, man, that was a crazy show and a good race overall. So let's do our post-race show of the night here and talk to a couple of these drivers to see how some of them are feeling here. Because they definitely well deserve it. Knowing that what kind of night we just watched and what, only a 1 caution, can't beat that here at all. So let me get some of these drivers pulled up here, see how they're doing, and let's see if we can talk to them here in just a quick second. All right, while I'm trying to wait for a couple of them get situated up here to have the chance to talk to. Hope everybody enjoyed the show. What a night. And let me know in the chat, what do you think? Because that was crazy to watch here tonight. I'm not able to move. I have 1 channel. Can't really pull these drivers quite yet, but we'll talk to John and Willie here in just a quick second, and then we'll see if we can find Brandon Carter out here tonight also and see how he's doing here tonight. Other than that, while we get situated, we'll be right back here after this short commercial break. Alrighty, while we're still getting situated here, apologize for the delay here. There's only one channel I'm not able to move and get them situated. All right, let's talk to our third place finisher here. Let's see how John Sheen is feeling. Hey, John, this is Brandon in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Hey, Brandon. Yeah, how's it going?
Oh, it's going pretty good, bud. Sorry, I was not able to move you. Your channel was locked on me, but I'm happy you guys hopped up here. But what a night!
I couldn't find it for a minute. So.
I'm just hidden, I've got to be hidden, hiding somewhere. But look at you able to, watch you and Brandon battle there for the last couple laps. It was awesome to see. You were able to bring home a podium spot here tonight. How are you feeling here tonight?
Oh, that was a lot of fun. Yeah, that battle with me and Brandon was a lot of fun. We were both racing pretty hard, but giving each other some room and some respect. So there's a little beating and banging, but that was definitely fun. I'll take a P3 out of that. I would have had P2, but I overdrove turn 1, just trying to get around him, and then he got it back. So I didn't want to dump him for it. So that was fun.
Hey, looking at next week, you got yourself the podium in a 3. There's always 2 spots better. Maybe we'll see you either in second place or even in the race win and see if we can put this bounty on Willie Smith and get that done.
Yeah, hopefully, but that Willie's a tough one to beat. There's nobody that works harder than that guy. He comes in every week and puts in a lot of practice, and he's fast. He's good. So he's a good guy.
Heck yeah, definitely. Well, buddy, who do you got to give a big shout out to that made this machine possible here tonight?
Oh man, shout out to Willie because he's always the one giving me the pointers after he's putting in the work and all that. Him and I we're pretty good friends, race together a lot. So, shout out to him and shout out to you guys putting on the broadcast. Shout out to Jason and Brian for putting on the league. It's been a lot of fun. This Mini Stock Mondays has been a blast.
Heck yeah. Well, buddy, congratulations on your P3. I hope you have a great night. You stay safe out there. We'll see you next week, and let's see what's going to happen in store, and maybe we'll see if you can get yourself into victory lane.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, John Sheen there tonight. All right, let's see. I thought I saw Brandon out there at the quick moment. I'm not seeing him at this moment of time now. So we'll pull up him if he pops back up in a second. But give Brandon Carter a big shout out to that able to bring home second place here tonight. What a race that we changed the angle in this 93. Let me look one more time, make sure he's not out there. If not, we'll give him the big shout out. He definitely well deserved for your P3 or P2 tonight. Next up, let's talk to Willie Smith, your race winner here tonight. Let's see how he's feeling. Hey, Willie, this is Brandon in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you, Brandon. Loud and clear, brother.
All right, buddy. Look at you getting yourself a win here once again, man. The one guy that's on fire. I don't know. Somebody's going to have to grab this fire extinguisher or grab the 2.5-inch fire hose and start putting this fire out on you.
I know, right? We unloaded fast and tried to keep it up front and stay out of trouble, and game plan worked.
Heck
it was
yeah.
fun racing all the other drivers.
Well, I do got a question for you, bud. You had, especially the last 5 laps, lap traffic being involved. And, the question is, how nervous were you, though, knowing them, they're racing to try to get back on the lead lap to get themselves, just in case something happens. But also, they're battling the leader here. What was going through your mind there? How nervous were you?
Well, there's nothing wrong, battling the leader. But whenever you give a votable contact, and I mean, I'm not going to say anything bad or anything. I enjoy racing is it Jonathan, he was battling real hard to stay on the lead lap. And, I was trying to race him as clean and respectful as I could. And then I just got jacked in the back by the 69 car. And, I mean, that's stuff that, I understand he's racing to get back on the lead lap. But when you about take the leader out in turn one, I said, I was like, that's anybody would get a little huffy about that.
Most definitely. But you're able to hold on to it, though, and get yourself the win. And, man, the man on fire, I don't know. I think someone's going to have to put a bounty on you here soon because I don't know what's going to happen. You've been on fire here lately, and I got to give you a big shout out for that.
I appreciate that. I love racing these cars. Just something, I got dirt racing background. And that's what we ran was dirt minis. So I mean, it's just very enjoyable to be able to come out here and race with a great bunch of guys and be able to put a show on for the fans.
Heck yeah. Well, buddy, who do you got to give a big shout out to that made this machine possible here tonight?
Brian Cook for the new paint, and then I want to thank my wife, my kids, and my grandpa watching at the house. Unfortunately, Isaiah wasn't able to race with us. He had work.
Heck yeah, buddy. Well, congratulations on your win here tonight. I hope you stay safe out there. You have a great night, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for putting on the broadcast, too.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Willie Smith there. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope everybody enjoyed the show. Thank you for tuning in here. What a night we just watched. I hope everybody stays safe out there. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I hope everybody has a great night. Stay safe, and we'll see everybody later on.
Are you looking to add to your diecast collection? Well, visit GoatRacingDiecast.com. Explore one of the largest collections available with the options for pre-orders, new inventory, and the GOAT's personal collection for over 25 years. There's an option for every level of hobbyist. Ship direct. Personal custom diecasts are available. Shop the Goat Racing merch store. And if you're a driver, apply for a sponsorship today. Turn your hobby into a passion and head on over and shop GoatRacingDiecast.com.